Chief Financial Officer's report.
Okay, tonight I would like to highlight the July 2018 financials. This is the first month of the fiscal year. If we look at board book page 12 and look at our monthly financial report, total monthly revenue for all funds was $7.9 million. The real estate taxes here. We did have 3 residency days where fees were collected, and then we received a corporate property replacement tax payment. If we look at our expenditures, total monthly expenditures were $3 million. We didn't have any capital or life safety going, so total operating was also the $3 million. Our 2 largest expenditures for the month, salary and benefits was 1.3, and purchase service was 1.3 also. Out of that 1.3, we made the Airmark annual payment to get the discount. And at the bottom, you'll see our operating fund balance. We're at $18.9 million, and as a reminder, the board has restricted the $3 million in working cash, so leaving our fund balance at $15.9 million.
Any questions submitted on the financials?
Nothing on the.
Okay, do you want to go to the next part of that?
Okay, the next part of the report on page 13 is the financial statements showing beginning fund balances with revenue and expenditure coming in for the first month. If we flip to page 14 and look at the revenue side, the majority of all the revenue coming in is our property taxes, with our second installment from 17 as prior year. If we continue on to page 15 and look at the expenditures, everything is in line with where we're supposed to be relatively at. The numbers that we're using for the budget amounts for the year are the numbers that are in the tentative budget that was submitted in the board book. And once again, I want to highlight in the operations and maintenance, we're at 52% due to the full payment for Airmark's cleaning and custodial services. Following the financial statements is the revenue expense report. In the revenue expense report, the budget figures have not been put in there, so you will not see any budgeted items in there for FY19. As soon as the budget gets more closer to being exact, I will be entering in those budget items, and then we'll be able to compare where our accounts are compared to budget.
Can
They
we
should
get
be
in for the next, for the end of August? So that when we see next month, there's a comparison.
I can put the tentative ones in. There won't be too much movement, I believe, with the budget, so it should be pretty good to go with that. If there is any movement, it would just be reflected then in September.
Because without a comparison,
You
there's no
can't-
way of knowing
where you're
where
at.
the numbers are supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Following the revenue expense report is the student activity report. Really, the main account that's in the negative is the bookstore. With that, we had T-shirts for PE class was purchased out of there. Once the student fees are distributed to the correct accounts, that will be back not in the negative. Also in your board packet is a snapshot of the last quarter of building rentals. I was unable to get it into the last board meeting's report due to the timing of the 4th of July holiday, but I wanted to go through the fourth quarter. Total revenue brought in was $28,800. Total expenditures were $8,000, with the gain roughly of $20,000. With the overall rentals for the entire year, Overall gain for the district was $63,480. As a reminder, with that money, that goes to help offset some of the cost of using the building with all these different rentals. The last report that is attached is the compensation report. Annually, this report must be presented to the board and must be posted to the district website by October 1st. This is basically highlighting base salary plus any additional bonuses or any type of retirement enhancement for the staff during the 17-18 school year.
We don't have to put a total on this? Meant to ask that.
I believe there is a
There
total
is.
on the last page
Page 43.
with base salary plus all of the retirement enhancement.
I should have been
You'd
more
have to
clear.
total it all, but it's all there.
No, I meant the total for each person.
And I don't think so. This is the state report
Okay.
template.
Yeah, this is what we have to submit to the state.
No questions were submitted?
No questions were submitted.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks.